Okay.
So now I can let her know.
Hello, my name is Hamid. Today I'm working on this Samsung front load washer. The customer's complaint was they were getting 4E error code. He also explained that the whole problem has started with the door lock. The door was not closing properly. He replaced the door lock, and then after, did you use it a couple of times? You got that problem, or what happened?
No, as soon as I went to use it the first time after I replaced the door lock,
Okay.
that's when it started with the 19 minutes. We hit 16 minutes, boom, 4E.
So after the 16 minutes, the customer would start rinse and a spin cycle just to test it to see if the washer is working or not. They were getting 4E error code after 16 minutes. So rinse and a spin is about 19 minutes on this unit. When it hits 16 minutes, he would get 4E error code, which means that there is a communication problem with the water valve and control board. If it's not filling with enough water, it will give you that error code. Or if the hoses are pinched at the back, if the water is shut off, or if there's problem with the water, you will have this 4E error code. So there was a technician from our company. He's a senior technician. He has 20 years experience with appliances repair, but when I got the invoice from him that we had to give the customer code for the thermistor, because he got the reading on thermistor was 63,000 ohms. On these units, the thermistor would give you 50 to 60,000 ohms when you test it, but he had 63, which is acceptable. On different units, different version, and different Samsung units, the compact, small ones, I've seen that 35,000 ohms was normal, but on this unit, to get the reading on the thermistor is about 50 to 60,000 ohms. So technician was getting 63,000 ohms. It's acceptable. If your thermistor is okay, the water valve looks okay, your water is fine, it's on, the water pressure is good in the house, then we are going to have to focus on the pressure switch, pressure hose, control board. Customer also replaced the pressure switch on this unit already, which is this one. Did not make a difference. So we were trying to give this customer estimate for thermistor, and worst case the control board. So before I give the customer estimate for the thermistor, I said I'll just go in the customer house and double check the unit and confirm this, because the 63,000 ohms reading on the thermistor is completely normal. It's in range. To check this unit, we have two screws at the back. We are going to take those two off, which is off already, and the panel slides out. And here's the washer. As you can see, the model number is located right here. That's the model and serial number. When ordering part, they may also ask you for the version number. A2 is the version number. Drum spins okay. If you have 4E error code, of course you're gonna check those water valves to make the shut-off valves to make sure they're fully open, which they are open. If they're open, the next thing you want to do is check your hoses at the back. Disconnect this hose, disconnect that hose. Hot goes to hot, cold goes to cold, and at the back of the washer it also says cold, hot. Be careful when installing the hose back in. You want to go from hot to hot, cold to cold. Do not make mistake, otherwise it can also confuse the washing machine. So you check the hoses, and inside here we also got opening and a screen. If you're living outside of the city, the water is hard, you have calcium buildup most of the time here, you have to take that screen off and clean it. That takes care of the problem. If everything looks okay there, here, and now we're going to focus on the water valve itself. When the washer is running, you can always get 120 volts coming into these pins. You can check your reading. You can get your reading with multimeter for 120 volts. And if you do not have a multimeter, you can also use a cheat wire from wall outlet straight to these water valves, and then it's going to fill with water. If you use a cheat wire here and it fills with water, you know this water valve is good. And then you're going to go on the second one, on the cold one. You can do exactly the same thing. Use cheat wire or check 120 volts coming in with your multimeter. If you're getting 120 volts, it should be filling with water in the dispenser. You can hear it. If it's not filling, you have a bad valve. Or you can also use a cheat wire to connect it here and then wait for the water to fill. If the water fills, your water valve is good. If it didn't fill with water, the water valve is bad. So you check all of these, confirm it, everything is okay here. Now the next step you want to go is your pressure switch. This is your pressure switch. So today the problem was not the pressure switch. You can also check the pressure switch by getting continuity on these pins, but you have to blow here, and I will try this. These are the pins on the pressure switch. You're gonna use your multimeter between the pin 1 and pin 2 and blow here. You're gonna kind of give it a suction with your mouth and then blow on it and get the reading. You'll have continuity when you do this. I'll come closer to the camera so you can hear it. When you blow on it, it will give you a continuity, or when you have a suction, or you can use as a plunger to add it here and then press it, you will have your continuity. This is an easy repair. If you're not sure, you can always replace it, but that's the testing you can do. I also have a couple other YouTube videos that explains how to test this, but we are not going to focus on this today, so I just give you a small example here. When I got here today, the moment I got here, I took the top panel off and I have my flashlight. I had to look straight right here to see what the problem is. What I found was, look at those debris. You see those debris over there, the black debris from the hose. I'll take it in my hand. See all of these debris. This is from the hose. And look at this piece of hose. I had to use my needle nose plier to cut about an inch, and you see that damage here on the side is because every time the washer goes to the spin cycle, it moves back and forth, and this rubber is a little bit softer than this hard plastic piece, the shell, so it deteriorates it. And there is actually a hole in here. If you look closely, even on the camera you cannot see it, but there is a hole. What happens when the washer goes to the filling cycle, when it's filling, it's releasing air from here. So all the air and pressure should go on the pressure switch, and instead, because you have a hole here, it causes the air to go out of this hose and confuse the pressure switch, and the washer would fill with water, with lots of water, or it may not fill with enough water, and then it will go to the drain cycle. The washer would go on drain. It keeps draining, and then you will get a 4E error code. So here I'll show you this hose. See, if I pinch on it, you can see a hole in there. See that clearly hole in here? If I don't pinch it, you don't see anything, but if I pinch it here, there's a small hole in there, and it's leaking air from there. The washer is fixed today by cutting this hose. I had a small sleeve in my tool bag, and I'll show you. I'll pull it out again. Here you go. I had to insert this in order to run the washer. So I insert this here, and I ran the washer on rinse and a spin. It went all the way up to 13 minutes without getting the 4E error code, and this fixed the problem. I do not recommend you doing this, because the proper way to fix this issue is to replace your pressure hose, but I'm doing this for now to confirm the problem, fix the problem, so in the meantime the customer can use the washer, and then once I get the pressure hose, I'll come back and take care of this problem.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I had to insert this
Yeah.
inside of that little small pressure
Yeah.
hose, and you can see this sleeve piece is a little bit bigger than this hole. This hose, because this hose is kind of flexible and rubbery, you can push it in and insert it, and it's gonna stay there. So what I did was I bypassed this little small piece from the pressure hose. In the meantime, customer can use the washer without any problem, but I'll order the hose and it will be fixed. It's easy fix. You have to work on it from the top, disconnect the hose from the pressure switch. This hose from inside kind of sits like this on. That's all, and there's a small clamp here, see clamp. So you can insert this from here, and then you have to open the back panel and install the bottom of the hose from bottom of the washer. We insert it back in, you're good to go. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, and share it with others. Thank you.